Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 68 of Europa Universalis for as Malwa. A campaign that has taken so long it feels like I'm playing it in real time. However, I do want to get this wrapped up because I would like to start a new game of EU4 and I've also got Age of Wonders Planetfall which I'd also like to cover and put out on the channel as soon as the embargo lifts next week. So let us crack on with this. We do have a few cores to try and take because I realised that I had all of these ones up in Transoxiana. What I didn't realise is I had all of these ones down here. So we're going to be working towards trying to grab as many of these as we can. Didn't realise we had all of these down here either. That could be problematic. Yeah, we might well struggle getting all of these. But if we don't manage it, we don't manage it. At the very least, we're going to blob out as much as we can and take as much as we can. So we've got rebel uprisings imminent. We can take an influence idea, which is diplomatic. In terms of tech, we are behind on Diplo, so we're going to wait for that and grab that first. Who can we declare any wars with? We don't have a lot of manpower right now. We do still have a truce with Transoxiana, so we'll be leaving that one for the time being. Of course, we do have claims on a lot of this stuff down here. Hamburg and Austria are down here now, and the Papal State, actually. This is quite problematic. You are allied with Lucca, so we could certainly go and declare war on Hamburg. Who would that bring in? Commonwealth would actually... Oh, Commonwealth would not come in. Bavaria and Lucca would. Bavaria would come in because they are part of the Empire, which is also problematic. What about Ava? Do we have a truce with you? Yes, you're one of the ones that we recently have a truce with. The Papal State down here, that's a bit problematic. If we declare war on the Papal State, that brings in the French and the Netherlands and Greece and Great Britain. Oh, that's going to be very, very tricky. Yeah, this might be a struggle. Austria has a load of alliances as well. Wow. Well, we've made this difficult for ourselves. Let's unpause the clock and allow things to continue on. Mostly because we want to try and get ourselves some manpower back. We are, wow, 118,000 manpower down. That's quite nasty, actually. You are taking attrition. Is there a better place that you could stand? I mean, almost certainly there is. Let's go move you down to there. So we are integrating Kosh. They are almost done. We do need to finish off Vijayanagar. They're almost gone as well. Let's keep our eyes on these rebel factions because we do have quite a few that are about to pop. But I think we'll just let them pop and we'll just go and deal with them, to be honest. Not too bothered about sort of chasing them down. 0.6 years, 1.7 years. This is the one most likely to pop. Ahmadnagar. And where are you? You are down here. We do have stacks down here. Who is this? Hussein. Let's put you in charge of this army for now. And you can move over there and hopefully that won't be too big an army if and when it spawns. Yeah, we definitely need to recover some manpower if we are to stand any chance getting involved in these huge wars that we might possibly end up in. It'll be difficult grabbing this stuff down here, but we will do what we can. It might be time just to call this campaign to an end. It has been going on for quite a while, and it did sort of get abandoned for a little while I got busy. Which is a shame. I don't like to leave EU4 campaigns undone. I do like to get to a sort of a goal. I mean, I did manage to form Barat. I wanted to go and attack Ming. I mean, I guess we could now. We do technically border him. And go back to my original idea of just trying... Oh, you've popped there, of course, yeah. We could get back to my original idea of basically just trying to siege out Ming. Let's go over there with this 60 stack. The reason for that is I think these are both 30 stacks, but they've got to go the long way around because this is wasteland anyway, so might as well move in with you. So yeah, we could actually go and attack Ming. The problem is Ming's capital is all the way over... I thought it was over here. Why can't I see your capital, Ming? Where is it? Beijing, there we are. So their capital's like the other end of the country. So it'll be quite a march getting up there and through a fair few forts. Interesting. I don't know how many of you are interested in seeing some Age of Wonders planetfall. Obviously, it's more of a civilization-esque game than a Paradox Grand Strategy, even though it is actually published by Paradox. But I do like the Age of Wonders series. Oh, -3 Diplo rep, could do without that. Oh, that's because the integration's done. That's fine. So we've got a rebellion there. It's a 41 stack. That's quite big. And this is a 49 stack. So we're going to go ahead and put Hussein in this army. And you can go up there and deal with them. So all of these rebellions that popped didn't pop where they were supposed to pop. Or some other rebellions have popped first. So we're literally burning through manpower just dealing with rebellions right now. Yep, losing men all the time. Obviously we don't really want to take too much attrition here. As soon as these guys have done, we'll move them back to somewhere where they can sort of hide out. Okay. Advisors all dying at the same time as well. That's not useful. Let's go there. Stand on the fort. That'll be good for us. You don't... At least those guys spawned on a fort. You could stay there, actually, because the fort gives it enough supply. And you guys have got to go the long way round, sadly. Let's go ahead and deal with the advisors. We lost our admin and our Diplo advisor. Reducing the national unrest. Yes, that definitely seems like someone we could do with right now. And let's go for the extra Diplo rep. So we have now integrated Kosh. So we have their army now, which is this one. It's a very strange looking stack. I'm just going to go and actually, do I want to disband it? Will we get the manpower back? Regain manpower when disbanding. Yes. So if we go and disband that army, we will recover the manpower. It'll go back into the pool. That's fine. Losing a lot of money. Mostly on army maintenance. Got an alliance offer from no one that we wish to take it with. I think one of the reasons why our army maintenance is so high is that we are doing a lot of reinforcing now, because we've just basically put all that manpower back into the pool. So now that manpower's gone, we're now making 100 ducats a month again. So it's literally just because of all the reinforcement that was going on that turn. A lot of armies just got reinforced. So you guys come back down to this fort. We've still got another couple of rebellions that are due to spawn any time now. Yeah, they've got 3 at 90%. We'll just wait for them to pop. How are we doing on tech? Are we close to having that Diplo tech? Yeah, not quite. That's annoying, because I literally just sent you guys the other way, but we'll go and deal with that one. So yeah, I'm not too sure how, like, Hamburg and Austria and the Papal State and everyone got a foothold down here. We've got France down here, we've got Great Britain down here. Ayutthaya is understandable. Ming is down here as well. This is a real mess down on this end. An alliance offer from the Mamluks, that's interesting. We don't want anything from the Mamluks, so sure, I guess we can take that. So, yeah, maybe we call an early end to this campaign and do something new. I've got to the point now where I can either blob out continually by attacking the little guys. Like, I mean, I could take most of this over here quite easily. Or we just get into some big silly wars that are going to go on forever and not really, result in much interesting happening, like going to war with Great Britain or the Papal State or anything like that. So, if that is the case, and I am going to call an end to this series, what do I do? Well, we definitely want to take Vijayanagar, because, it's important that we get rid of them. So we will do that. We'll take VIII, and we'll at least try and take all of this from Transoxiana. And see how much of that we can do on this video. So our truce with you is, well, far too far away. That's a shame. That's a lot of coring just suddenly completed. That'll reduce our overextension, and we'll get even more money coming in now. And also we'll reduce the amount of overextension, the amount of rebels that we are going to get, which is good. Oh, extra 5% discipline, that'll be nice. Truce has ended. Still missing quite a bit of manpower because we're having to fight all these rebels, and we are taking attrition, but we are getting manpower back relatively quickly, so that's not too bad. I've got a navy taking attrition somewhere. I'm not sure why you're taking attrition. You are on a trade route. Mission settings, repair when slightly damaged. Yeah, that's strange that you are taking attrition there. I don't know why. They really shouldn't be taking attrition. Stop, I've paused the game and it's still moving. There we go. A fleet in range of supply ships and near a coast will not take any attrition. That's just weird, because we're only two... I don't get it. That might be a bug. It seems a little weird. You're taking attrition there. It wasn't taking attrition before because the army wasn't a full stack. Now that the stack is starting to repopulate... Oh, Kara is taking a bite out of Transoxiana. When is our truce with Transoxiana up? Very soon. 53, February of 53, so we'll be able to go to war with Transoxiana quite soon. Got a lot of these 60 stacks around. Now that's not a 60 stack, is it? Yes it is, that is a 60 stack. Wow, so we are missing quite a bit of manpower. Military access for VIII, they don't need it. It's such a shame they only have these 4 provinces. We could take them out so easily if we didn't have that long truce with them. But we should be able to get there quite quickly. At least I would hope so. Maybe I will just do like one more video of this series where we just sort of finish those guys off and grab, you know, the sort of as many of the cores up here as we can. I think I've done quite well though, considering. I mean, we certainly managed to consolidate the Indian subcontinent, so that's quite a good one. I would like to have gotten down here, but at this point, I think we've done most of what we can do with this campaign. I'm surprised more of these rebel factions haven't popped. It may be due to the reduced national unrest from the advisor and the fact that we've also got the overextension reduced now. We can embrace an institution. It's expensive, but we'll go ahead and do it. And now all of a sudden our tech becomes a lot cheaper, so we can grab the Diplo tech, and we can go ahead and grab the military tech as well. We are still behind on Diplo. The miners can gain some loyalty and influence. We'll get a little bit of unrest there, but it's not the end of the world there. So 30,000 manpower left to recover. That is coming in a lot quicker than I expected it would be. We are now in January, so we're almost ready to go to war with Transoxiana. They're trying to get an army together here, but we can pretty much jump straight on that. Our truce with Transoxiana has ended. We won't be able to jump in on them until the beginning of the next month, and then what we will do is we will wait, because we want to make sure we get any forts off. So there we go, it's the first of the month. We declare war on Transoxiana. They will bring in Mongolia. I do not care at all. Let's go and take one of these ones that is close, like Shortcut. And confirm. Instantly hostile. Let's go ahead and jump in on that stack. We might be able to catch it. Maybe not all of it. Got the 2 stack. Let's go and grab the fort. So they're going to start attacking me now. Now this is something that the AI does. It always looks like the AI sort of favours the player. while it does to a certain extent, the main reason is the AI responds to a defensive war first, and their war with Kara... No, they are still defending against Kara, so they should give equal weight to both. Especially as Kara is actually taking much more of their land right now. But I'm going to move up there with 260 stacks. Yes, we're still recovering manpower, but... And yes, we're taking attrition, which is all, you know, nasty stuff, but... We should be fine. All of our forts are on, so we do sort of stop their movement quite well. So we've won this siege. I'm going to split this stack in half. There's no point having the entire stack taking attrition there. And their armies are relatively small. So we're going to go ahead and split this one in half as well. And we'll split this one in half. They have managed to take some of my land there, but that is fine. So we'll just start jumping on some of these stacks where we can. Should certainly be able to siege all of this out relatively quickly and easily. So just keep our eye on that. We'll get them sort of cornered in. It won't be too difficult. We've got a few units around, but... Can we grab those guys? What about if we forced march? Can we force march? Yes, we can. And we can catch at least some units in there. So let's go and do that. Let's grab that one. Let's move you in and grab that. I know we've got this like single stack behind us, but it's not too much of a problem. Mongolia's coming in with a stack as well. Let's turn the force march off. We don't need it. This should be fine. Once we've kind of grabbed all of this, it'll be good. Reducing the provinces where they can spawn units. We are locked there, unfortunately. Kind of want to come back and take these guys if we can. Now, Mongolia are actually also helping them with the war against Kara, so looks like we will jump in on that stack. I'm fine with that. You guys can go in and take the fort, especially because you've got the leader. And then we'll be able to start sticking them behind our own forts. And they are trying to come the long way around here, actually. Which is a little bit cheeky. Not sure it's going to get them where they want to be. But fine. We might as well sit on that, because we're already taking it. And then I'm just going to do what I usually do with these guys and push forwards and start taking forts. It looks like that war now with Kara has ended. Yes, it has. So they're now just at war with us. Royal marriage offer from Kara we do not need. Guess they like us because we've got the same enemies now. Let's go and put this stack together. Negative 35% chance that we're going to grab it, but we'll do what we can. Of course, now we are taking more attrition, although our manpower recovery rate is pretty decent. Group you all together. We do have a wall breach, which is good. See, as expected, they are getting some units down here now. So let's go and split this stack in half. We'll take the half without the leader. So we'll leave the leader for the siege. We'll come down here and try and take these guys out. Should easily be able to beat them. We don't need to have a massive stack with a leader in order to do that. Already have 17% war score. They're going to try and scramble now because they're going to desperately try and get out of the way. At least they usually do. They did manage to unsiege that, unfortunately. So we've got to go the long way around a little bit. Looks like we are going to catch something there. We want to unsiege that as quickly as we can as well. They're actually sending units towards me. Yep, we caught that stack. Now then, there was a 30 stack coming into us there. Can we get out of there in time? What if we force march? Can't get out of there, so we'll hang around. It is mountains, so with the defender in the mountains. They're coming in little bits and pieces, which is great. We have a revolt down here. That's fine. We don't really need a leader, so let's just go and move down with the 60 stack. We can get admin tech. We're well ahead of time on admin tech, but it does give us production efficiency. So let's go ahead and grab it. We are gaining monarch points at a fairly decent rate now, so it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, if they're just going to keep sending units in little bits and pieces like that, that's fine. That helps out a huge amount. Because they're just basically giving me war score. Their war enthusiasm is already going down. I'm going to try and corral them all into one direction. That Mongolian army is causing some problems. I'm not going to engage it right now. Won't be able to get there in time anyway. Oh, lose one. I haven't seen that event for a while. Just like losing a random stab. It's a little harsh. I remember one of the very first games I played of EU4 playing as Castile. And I'm sure that event fired like every couple of years. I was constantly paying to buy stability up back then. Right, let's hope we grab this really quickly. So we can go ahead and start dealing with some of these units here. Oh, Britain's down here. They're black flagged. I'm not too sure what they're doing. There's CB against Britain now. Oh, now we can gain the stability. Fine. Do that then. Right, that siege is over. Let's start marching down here and dealing with any of these armies we can get our hands on. The Mongolian army is now out. So Mongolia are no longer in this war. Interesting. That makes life a little easier for us. You guys go and take that back. So yeah, Mongolia must have gotten separate peace there. And they broke their alliance. So that must have been in some other war. But that's fine. I'm quite happy for Mongolia not to be involved. It's literally us in Transoxiana now. We've lost an advisor. It was our morale of armies? Sure, why not? And yeah, we take another army out there. We can unsiege that. There is still a hostile stack down here that we do want to deal with. They are trying to unsiege a fort, so we might be able to land on them if we're quick enough. This fort is taking forever to fall. Yeah, we're taking quite a bit of attrition again now. Although we have had quite a few battles recently. Yeah, these guys are just trying to run for it. We're going to... where are you? You are... Oh, you're locked. That's why I can't do anything. Okay, well, we'll force march you, and we'll just basically try and run through their units there. Come on, 64%, and that did not fall. How bad does your luck have to be? We have another revolt, so in you go. You guys dealt with that one. Yeah, you're getting attrition now, because I didn't move you back onto the fort. Let's go ahead and do that. Royal marriage offer from Persia. When did Persia form? That must be why Mongolia then peaced out. That was what happened with Kara. They became Persia. Interesting. Could be a useful alliance, but I don't really feel like we need it. So let's get you guys back over here. Let's get you all together. So we definitely want to grab all of this. I mean, there's a lot of cores here that we need. I honestly don't think that we could grab all of them from Transoxiana in a single war. I think they're too big, to be honest. Let's go ahead and grab you. Put you back on the fort so you're not taking attrition. I would like to get back into positive manpower again. That'd be quite unique, quite novel. 17,000, 17,500. May happen. See, the one thing I don't like about this map mode, it shows me where I have cores, but it doesn't show me where I've got captured. So, like, that doesn't look any different, that province, but we've actually claimed it now. And we've claimed that one, to be fair. Let's go ahead and try and grab all of the provinces that we have a claim on. Let's go and grab their capital. We'll grab this one over here. I will try and take as much from them as I can. They are primary participants, so, you know, we should be able to take a good chunk from them. But we certainly need to take some forts along the way. Capital's fallen already. Let's go in and grab this. The more forts we have, the more war score we will get. These ones are done. Just trying to check to see which ones we need. We don't need Termes. We do need these ones. Should be able to get them fairly easily. This fort's going to fall very quickly as well, which is good. They must have some more forts up there also. Right, up you go. Is that going to fall? Yes, it did. Okay, do you have another fort up here? You've got to. Got to be more forts. Can't believe that you've only got 3 forts and they're all around your capital. Let's go and have a little bit of an explore, shall we? Meanwhile, we'll keep grabbing these. 9,000 manpower, yeah, we're definitely regaining. So we don't need these provinces. These are literally just for the war score. 73% war score already. I mean, that is pretty decent. We definitely want to make sure that we have all of the provinces occupied that we want to take. And Conjicala is one of them. And that goes all the way up to Bojnord. We just got... Oh, yeah, we've got some rebels down here causing problems. That's unfortunate. We'll move up and deal with this army. Because that'll lose us a bit of war score, the fact that they've taken that. Is it a fort? No. But they are going to start trying to grab more stuff. Let's keep looking around in this direction. Again, we're taking more attrition. But it's not terrible. And, yeah, we've very nearly got occupation on all of the provinces that we need. You're moving in there to try and siege out somewhere else. That's fine. We will detach a siege, which is literally 1k stack. It's all it needs. And then we'll move in with the rest of that army. That is very good. You've grabbed that. Let's grab another one. We've taken that back. Move all you guys up there. Excellent. One more province left to grab there. I guess you could grab something else. More war score is more war score, I suppose. So how much would it cost us if we wanted to grab all of these provinces that we have claims on? I'm guessing we're not going to be able to get anywhere near all of them. That's a 71 piece deal. Quite a bit of aggressive expansion. The overextension isn't terrible. But yeah, we wouldn't even be able to get anywhere near all of it. I'm tempted just to grab that for now. Let's just go ahead and grab that. Now we've got that nice big chunk. It sorts out our border gore problems nicely. Get you guys back together. Get you guys down there. That's fulfilled a mission as well, which is bathing in the Ganges. All provinces in the Hindustan region owned by us. And what does that give us? It just gives us an event. Stability cost modifier, extra missionary strength, Bermanis gains more loyalty. Not that useful to us. Does lead into some other missions. All provinces in the Deccan region owned by us. Obviously got to do some coring. Coring cost for most of these is incredibly low. Can afford to get them all cored. So there we go. There's another big chunk of border gore gone. We are probably close to positive manpower now. Oh, that was a nasty time to get some rebellions. But fine, let's go and deal with it. Where are you heading? I'll go ahead and deal with you. We'll just deal with these rebellions before we end up the video here. And yeah, then Vijayanagar is next on our list. Will be a while before that war is over, but not going to be able to get to that in time, which is unfortunate. But we will sort them out nonetheless. You're going to deal with that. Again, you won't get there in time. So you're going to unsiege that. That's fine. Let's unpause. You've occupied that. That's fine. So we'll engage that. You want to go and stand on a fort somewhere so you don't take attrition. Lots of rebellions that are in the process of trying to pop. Do we have any other rebels anywhere? No, I think we're good, actually. That's fine. You are taking some attrition on that fort. It's probably not a very good fort, or it's in the mountains or something weird. Let's move you down onto the coast. And that'll get rid of that attrition there. So, yeah, lots of unrest. Lots of unrest in some places. That will help once we start getting rid of some of that aggressive expansion. And only 2,000 troops short, so a couple more months and we'll be back into positive manpower. As weird as that might sound. Everything will be fully reinforced. We're still way below our force limit. We've got 360 of 504. So we could have a lot more men. We could have a much larger army than we currently have. There's the 1st of August, and there we go. We are back into positive manpower. We do have to wait for well, we don't have to wait for this truce to expire. We could jump on them without. We could break the truce, but I'm always a little reluctant to do that. But if we're ending the campaign, it might be worthwhile doing. Also, some of these provinces here getting sieged out by separatists. And that's quite good for us, because if they do get sieged out by separatists, it might make them easier for us to jump on. But I'll have a bit of a thought what I'm going to do about this campaign. Like I said, this campaign's been going on for a long time, and I know that's my fault, because obviously I've been quite busy, and I haven't been putting out videos anywhere near the rate and consistency that I would like to have. I do very much hope that that improves in the future. But ideally, I would like to be able to move on and do other things. So, I don't know. I know some of you guys are still watching this series, so please let me know. Would you like me to continue with it, or is it time to put this one to rest and do something new? I'm easy either way, but I do feel like I've kind of done what I initially set out to do and what I wanted to do with this series, so I'm not entirely sure if it's really worth continuing with it. But let me know your thoughts, and I'll certainly give it some consideration. So I am going to pause up things there. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have been enjoying this series, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.